Good day, children. Class 7 Honeycomb Book Lesson 2 The Gift of Chappal. Now, in a previous video, we have seen how Lali is singing and the music master is teaching Lali violin. So, Mrudu, Ravi and Meena, all three are looking from the window and then they describe how the music master looks. We learned all this in last video. So today's video we shall see in the next paragraph. Ravi sends the beggar away, cried his mother from the back veranda where she was chatting with Tapi. He has been coming here every day for the past week and it's time he found another house to beg from. Pati explained to Tapi. Mrudu and Meena followed Ravi out. The beggar was already in the garden, making himself quite at home. He had spread his upper clothes under the neem tree and was leaning against its trunk. Apparently appeared to take a little snooze while he waited for the arms to appear. Go away, said Ravi sternly. My party says it's time you find another house to beg from. So, in this paragraph, what is Ravi saying? Ravi saying that his mother is telling that send the beggar away. Cried his mother means his mother is telling send the beggar away who's come on the door to send it away. The mother is in the back veranda. From there she cried. Cried means she is telling Ravi. When she was chatting with Tapi. Chatting means when she was talking to Tapi. Tapi here is again grandmother. So she was talking with her grandmother in the back veranda of the house. And she tells Ravi to tell the beggar to go away. He has been coming every day for the past week and it's time he found another house to beg from. So mother is telling Ravi tell the beggar that is coming for the past 1 week and it's time for him to find some other house to beg. So Pati explained to Tapi. So these are both grandmothers. They tell him to go and find another house in the neighborhood. Mrudu and Meena followed Ravi out. So fast as Ravi went to tell the beggar, Mrudu and Meena also followed Ravi. The beggar was already in the garden. So this beggar was in the garden. In front of the house there was a garden and the beggar was in the garden making himself quite at home. Quite at home making means he was feeling at ease, relaxing in the garden. He spread his upper clothes under the neem. So he had some cloth with him. He spread the cloth under the neem tree and leaned against its trunk. So he put the cloth and he leaned. Leaned means he sat just against the tree trunk and to take a little snooze, just to take a little nap, a short sleep. The beggar spread his cloth to take a little snooze while he was waiting for alms to appear. Now he was waiting for alms. That means the beggar wanted something to eat. So he was waiting that the ladies of this house will give him something to eat. So he is waiting that they will come and give him something. But the noise came from the house saying, go away, said Ravi sternly. So Ravi is telling sternly to the beggar, go away. My Pati says it's time for you to find another house to beg from. So he's telling my granny is saying that you have to find another house to beg from. Meanings: snooze, short sleep. Children, some questions here. From where, when was the beggar coming? The second question is, where was the beggar and what was he doing? You can answer these two questions looking into the paragraph. The beggar opened his eyes very wide and gazed at each of the children one by one. The ladies of this house, he said at last, in a voice choked with feelings, are very kind souls. I kept my body and soul together on their generosity for a whole week. I cannot believe that they would turn me away. He raised his voice. Amma, Amma, oh! Sad his wail might be. But it certainly wasn't feeble. It began in a deep, strong rumble, somewhere in his withered belly, and came booming out of his mouth, with its few remaining teeth turned brown with beetle chewing. So now here the beggar opened his eyes very wide and gazed. Gazed means he started staring at these children. And the ladies of this house, he said, at last in a very choked voice. Choked means in a very sad voice, he said, are very kind souls. Means he's telling the full week this ladies gave me to eat, and I expected that they'll keep on giving me. I felt that these ladies are very kind souls, are very good souls who give alms. I kept my body and soul together on their generosity for a whole week. So he says that I am alive because of these ladies, because they gave me to eat for the full week. I cannot believe that they would turn me away. So the beggar is saying that I didn't think that these ladies will send me away. I always thought that they are very, very generous. He raised his voice, the beggar raised his voice, again calling for the ladies of the house, saying, Amma, Amma. Sad his wail might be. Wail means the way he was shouting, it was now sad, because he had come to know that they are not going to give him any alms. But it certainly wasn't feeble. So his the way he was shouting, it was not, certainly not feeble means it was not very weak. The way he was saying, the voice is not that weak. It began in a deep, strong rumble, means grumbling way. Someone in his withered belly, and came booming out of his. Now, here withered belly means he is shrunken and wrinkled from age or disease. That means belly means stomach, and he is feeling very hungry, and that's why he says somewhere in his withered belly, and came blooming a strong voice out from his mouth, with its few remaining teeth turned brown with beetle chewing. This shows that the beggar was eating beetle leaf, that is we call in Marathi as pan, that is he is eating pan, that is beetle chewing. Here meanings: gazed, look steadily, generosity, kindness, feeble, weak, rumble, grumble, withered, shrunken or wrinkled from any disease, booming, growing wealthy. Now here are one question. You can look in the paragraph and answer it. What did the beggar expect from the ladies of the house? Ravi, tell him there is nothing left in the kitchen. Called Rukumani, and he is not to come again. Tell him that he sounded fed up. Ravi didn't have to repeat it all to the beggar. What his mother said has been easy for them all to hear. There, under the neem tree, the beggar sat up and sighed. I'll go, he said wearily. Only let me have a rest under this tree. The sun is so hot. The tar has melted on the road. My feet are already blistered. He stretched out his feet to show large pink peeling blisters on the sole of his bare feet. I suppose he doesn't have the money to buy chappals, Mridu whispered to Meena Ravi. Have you got an old pair in the house somewhere? So in this paragraph, what is he saying? That the ladies in the house are telling Ravi, tell him there is nothing left in the kitchen. So that day there was nothing in the kitchen. So the ladies are telling Ravi to tell the beggar that there is nothing left in the kitchen. And he is not to come again. And they tell him that he should not come again. So the ladies of the house also fed up that every day the beggar was coming and asking for alms. Now the ladies from the house are telling to tell the beggar, but Ravi said that what the ladies are telling from the house or what his mother, his grandmother is telling, the beggar could clearly understand what they were saying. So he didn't have to repeat the same words. The beggar sat up and sighed. Means the beggar sat and he moaned because he didn't get that day to eat anything. I'll go, he said wearily. Tiredly he said, I'll go. But he wanted to rest for some time under the tree because it was a hot day. The tar had melted on the road and his feet had blisters. Now what is blisters? Blisters means there were boils or bubbles on his feet. He couldn't walk. He stretched out his feet to show large pink peeling blisters on the sole of his bare feet. So he started showing the children the blisters on his sole of his bare feet. I suppose he doesn't have the money to buy chappal. So Mridu is telling Meena and Ravi that he doesn't have any money to buy chappals. So she says, let us see whether there is an old pair in the house to give him. Meanings: sigh, moaned, blistered, bubbled, wearily, tiredly. So here in this paragraph, you can answer one question. The question is, describe the feet of the beggar.